what happens if you try to beat Minecraft backwards. Where you spawn in the end, you have to beat the Ender Dragon only to be sent to the nether, where you have to build a nether portal to be transported to the overworld. Well, today, that's what we're going to find out. So first, as you can see, we're spawned in the end, but the only thing we can do now is gather coarse fruit, because for a while, it'll be the only food we have. Now, the only downside is that it teleports us, but it shouldn't be too bad since it can't teleport us over the void. Over there's an end city, and we need to get over there, but it appears there's like a gap that we need to cross. Yeah, it's like 10 blocks or so. So we're gonna need to get some ender pearls. Just gonna dig this ditch. In fact, let's speed it up so you guys don't have to watch this whole thing. There you go. Even while sped up at 7 times the speed, this thing takes such a long time. And we're digging this so we can kill endermen for ender pearls to get to the end city. Because once we're there, we're set. So yeah, just look at one of these guys and punch him to death. See, this is kind of going slowly. Maybe I could have dug this differently. And this sped up a compilation of me trying to kill an enderman, and after all of that time, not a single ender pearl. I need a new method. Which brings us to our second rule, /spawn point. We're allowed to at any time set our spawn. Meaning, if we die, we can just appear back to where we were. So that means we can spawn camp the enderman. As you can see, I died, but it's a lot faster. After many, and many After many deaths, we have a total of 0 pearls. So, that's when I realized that these chorus flowers are blocks that we can actually pick up, because we can't pick up the endstone without a pickaxe. So for this time I proceed, confirming they are blocks. Let's see, but you can't place them on the side of the thing. So that sheds away that bridging, and it appears you can't teleport across with coarse fruit. It's too big a gap. So, looks like we're back to grinding the enderman. Maybe if I jump I can get critical hits or something. This is taking such a long time. Okay, now I'm gonna spawn camp them. After many deaths. And many deaths. I have 5 pearls. Things are starting to look my way. Now I can finally head over to the city and get some good loot. Little do I know it this time, and yes, this is the narrator speaking. There's no audio from this. But it won't be as easy as you might think. So, what I'm gonna do here is go up to the front, set my spawn point, and storm the base with infinite lives. This might be cheating, but it's one of the only rules there are to help me. Because it's not like I can set a bed or anything. Just get this guy to hit me. I can get up the parkour. This is a time lapse of me doing parkour because it's kind of difficult to make insane jumps with the shockers hitting you. But but I eventually managed to get it to the second level just in time. And oh yeah, that brings us to another thing. We can actually mine the end rods, which is super useful because they're actually the only block we have now that we can pick up with our pickaxe and can place on the side of the block. Mining in, the Enderman almost ruined my progress. When I realized I have pearls, I can just pearl up to the top. Seriously misjudged that throw. Take 2. Do. And I got it, setting my spawn point. Things are starting to look up. Just grabbing the extra end rods. I think I'll have 9 by the end of this. Maybe 8. Yeah, 8. Okay, now, trying to get to the next level. Stuck in a block! What do I do? Set the spawn point. Yes, got it. Now, if I can just break out. Why is there bubbles? The heck? On half a heart, I managed to break the blocks and save myself. Now, I can see the chests over there. And I'm gonna try to get to them. After I die, of course. This is a time lapse of me simply trying to get to those chests. Yeah, I know it seems like an easy task, but it wasn't. Finally got the chest, got an iron helmet, and a diamond spear. Super useful. Little do I realize, that helmet was one of the biggest mistakes I'll make. Setting my spawn point, I'm going in search of more loot. While battling battling shulkers and collecting emeralds. After a few deaths and beating up the shulker, I successfully attained a shell before realizing that there is no loot in the rest of this end city. And I end up getting soft locked by spawning in at a height where I die. So yeah, this is the only time I had to use cheats to get out of it. I just teleported myself down. But this is the second end city. I didn't show me going there because that would have been boring. It was pretty much the same. But this is another end city. And now I got in, got the end rods. But this one has a ship, which is really good because I can get the elytra. Breaking into the side, but I'm actually gonna use this entrance, not gonna go up through the middle. Keep in mind that I'm actually really low right now, only at 1.5 hearts. Now, upstairs, there should be the chorus tunnel. The very deadly place. Always takes me a while. Being hit at from all angles. Dead. Come on, Woody. Come on, Woody. Get up there. You can do it. You can do it. Set your spawn. Set your spawn. And finally, I did it. With a few deaths, of course. Now I'm beating up this shulker. And getting some pants. 5 beetroot seeds, some gold, some boots, a pickaxe, and a saddle. Finally getting a pickaxe, I can now mine the other available blocks like endstone, pepper, and end bricks. Using the shulker's levitation, I attempt to get over that ship, but seriously misjudge the duration of levitation and die trying. Take 2. Again, take 3, which kind of takes a bit longer, but it was worth the wait, as I successfully make it over the edge. With the death. Now that I'm on the ship, I then set my spawn point, steal the instant health potions, and equip the pants and boots that I was doing. Yeah, but that's when I realized the helmet that I'm wearing is a slaying the shulker. There we have it. Got some diamonds, a lot of gold, which will be good for trading, a sword, and some better pants. I'm trying to decide whether thorns is better, but I end up abandoning it. My computer almost dies there, and I decided not to take the boots. Yeah, because my boots are better because they have feather falling. I then managed to attain the precious elytra that could allow me to search for end cities a lot faster. Now, I'm going in search. I need to get as strong as I can in order to beat that dragon. Because by the way, it's the first time I've ever beaten the Ender Dragon before is this. Because I'm starting in the end, it's actually kind of easier. Third end city. Battling the shulkers at the entrance. I just managed to kill that one guy. Anyways, I'm going up. And this end city is kind of similar to the first. Like, it has parkour, and it has a ship. But before getting to that ship, I managed to beat up some shulkers, attain some more gold, a better pickaxe and better boots, and a sword. Now, doing some more parkour, I managed to get up the shulker chamber with only one death. Impressive. Before attaining some helmets, I should have grabbed that helmet, I really should have. But the damage tick made me close the chest. Yeah, well, mistakes are made. Setting my spawn point, I then proceed to accidentally teleport back in before dying and getting back to the roof. Now, using the elytra, I managed to make it to the ship with dealing half my health of damage, and I thought I was cooked here, but I got stuck on the mast. Yes. Wait. I start crashing out, but then I get saved. Now, this is the last end ship that I end up going to, and slaying the shulker's guard with my sharpness 4 sword. I grab a good chestplate, an even better spear, a maxed out shovel, and some good boots. That is when I'm trying to decide which leggings are better. End up deciding that the new ones are better, and end up equipping the new boots just because they're diamond. But then I realized that my helmet has Curse of Vanishing and Curse of Binding, and I've died and I haven't gotten rid of it. But it was about to break. So I actually go up here and try to get this shulker to break the helmet. But little do I know at the time that even if the helmet does break, I don't have a helmet to replace it with because I left it over there in the end city. It does eventually break, and I fly off. While trying to figure out how my elytra works, that is. But I eventually get it. Now, I need to prepare for the Ender Dragon fight. I need a lot more food. Grab all the coarse food I can. And now that I have a pickaxe, I can get some blocks, because I've been pretty short on those. Before I realize I have an efficiency 3 diamond pickaxe and instantly get them. Yeah, I think I'm aiming for like about half a stack, maybe a full stack here. Not really sure. But I eventually get 52. And now I have a sword, I have stone. Things are looking good. I'm pretty overpowered. I can now build a simple Enderman farm. That's gonna give me a lot more success rates than 5 pearls per hour like that last one. Now, I think that's gonna be enough. Maybe just add another layer just to be safe. And now I can look at piece off as many Endermen as possible, and then I can slay them for pearls. As you can see, this method is a lot more effective, as I actually managed to kill an Enderman for once. I mean, not like I didn't do that the first time, but I didn't get any, not as much success rate. After a death, and for some random screaming, I managed to obtain enough pearls. The Ender Dragon. My first ever Ender Dragon fight. But I've watched enough YouTubers to know how this goes. Set my spawn point, die. Then gets knocked off, but thanks to my feather falling, not the slightest bit. I decided I need some more stone. before mining like at least 100. And I build up to the pillar and destroy it. Should have brought my helmet. Then I see another pillar, try to hit it with my ender crystal, with my ender pearl, seriously misjudging it. Fortunately, I get that insane hit next time, killing me instantly and breaking the crystal. However, the death causes my cursor to disappear, and I can't aim very well now. So I get some more endstone and bridge up to that last crystal before I realized something happened. And I guess it was the one I already went to. Oh well. I managed to land on the other, break it. So I make some spawn point and then break it. Then nail the other. And little do I know, that was actually all the crystals, but I do attempt to build this because for some reason, after escaping some breath, I find that this last crystal just already broke somehow, even though there's no like mining bars. Oh well. At 1.5 hearts, I attempt to kill the dragon right as it's perching, but I miss and don't land in the thing. And then I stop to wonder why there's so much breath around, waiting for the dragon to perch, and launch another breath at me, taking me out. I should have set my spawn point in the thing. The dragon must have spammed at me while I was dead. The thing is covered in breath. I attempt to spam click the dragon to death, but die in breath. I spawn right in the middle of the purple flames. An enderman is slain by the dragon. I'm just trying to get into the portal so I can set my spawn point in the center fountain. I've got this covered. Attacking the dragon is futile without this, you can see. However, I managed to get my spawn point just outside, just trying to get into that fountain. In fact, I don't even want the dragon to be perching at this point. But my spawn point's in. Now I'm gonna do some damage. Aiming right for the head and getting half its health now. But I die, but I'm not giving up. I get another bit of damage before dying. That breath is like really nasty. It like lingers forever and stacks on top of each other. I got killed by the dragon again. Get some good hits. I thought I would get it in this cycle, but it flies away. It'll perch soon. I know it will. But an enderman gets mad at me and tries to kill me. It doesn't matter, the ender dragon is back. And I managed to kill the ender dragon for the first time I slept. Even killing that pesky enderman. And collecting up the experience. It was a long fought battle. I died thousands, he died once. It's the last death that matters. Now, for the nether. This is how it works. And I can't go back. Now I have to find some obsidian. After dying in some lava, my goal right now, I've got a lot of gold. I can trade with some piglins for the obsidian. And there's a bastion. It took me a while to find that actually. Now, entering in the bastion, little did I know, this would be one of my toughest challenges yet. It wouldn't result in as many deaths. Easily beating this piglin brute. But like I said, not as many deaths, but it's tough in other ways. The first chest I opened, angers a few piglins, has some gold, no obsidian. I then try to find some more chests, try to find some more piglins, before almost getting killed by a harlot. Just kidding, I got killed by a piglin. Now this is me attempting to find some trading with a piglin, but it doesn't care about the gold because it's on stage 3 level anger. Time lapse of me trying to get some obsidian, trying to find ways into the bastion, so I attempt this super clever speed bridging tactic. And I thought I had it in. It's like, no way they're gonna discover this, but I bridge into lava, and you can't really see anything because that's how bedrock is. But you die. You're like 20 times the speed. I find another chest. nothing. I cut a mine through the side, a few deaths. I get this solid run, because now I have a system. I know where the piglin are, but my spawn point's all the way up there. I get in there, and there's a piglin right there, actually, I find it. And this one is only level 2 angry because I'm not wearing gold. And he's actually willing to trade. Same for this other one over here, which I lured into the gold pile that I made. And I then attempt to dig them into a hole, but little did I know I run out of gold and they actually ambush me, killing me. And here's another solid run. Hardly made anything. No mistakes. And that feather falling really comes in handy here. And now remembering to set my spawn point, I can now finally trade with these piglin who somehow already have gold and must have thrown some out. But I'm looking for some obsidian, but they must have made it like really rare because I didn't get any. Or at least not yet. And after all of this trading with piglin, after all the items that they gave me, I get a total of 1 obsidian. Yeah, it's super rare. After more trading with the piglin, I still only get 1. After I eventually have to kill it because I run out of gold. Now, I need to find some other way to get obsidian. Maybe like a rune portal or something. This is me searching for a rune portal, which I do eventually find, which was kind of buried. It was an odd rune portal. Killing this enderman is spawned with. I think this is under the warp forest, which is why it spawned with an enderman. And there's no obsidian in this chest. However, I do have a diamond pickaxe. And this diamond pickaxe, I employ to delete all the obsidian. After which, I count it, and I have enough. I then reconstruct some of the portal that I broke for some reason. And I'm so close. And thanks to that fire charge in that chest, I'm getting rid of this. I think I have enough. With 1 to spare. And thanks to that fire charge, I light the portal and go in. But just to my luck, sorry for the brightness, I spawned in a freaking cave. I think all the YouTubers that do this challenge spawn in a cave for some reason when they do this part. And yeah, I don't know why they all spawn in a cave, but I spawned like pretty deep in, next to an amethyst geode for that matter. And I brightened it up just so you guys can see a bit better. Now this is me trying to dig up, because I think I somehow spawned beneath the portal, or I fell a few ways after entering through the portal. But now that I'm out, I find the highest block, and now my goal here is to punch wood. That's always the first step, but for me it's the last. But as this challenge goes. Now, I'm so close to the surface I can feel it right 33 when I'm in the middle of an ocean. Dread settles in me. How am I gonna find a tree? I just hope there's land nearby. But there's no land. Are you kidding? That's like the worst luck. Like no land in a cave too. Well, I gotta swim. Gotta find land. There's land. Surely now I'll be able to complete my goal. But it just so happened that that island didn't have a single tree. What are the chances? Cave, ocean, island that spawns with not a single tree. I was really considering quitting here. But after all that, I can't quit now. I have to keep searching. I'm used to bad luck at this point. I just need wood. And yes, it has to be overworld wood. I couldn't have just broken a warped log. Swimming for a long time. It is actually sped up a bit right here. Long time of swimming. I really had things on the low end. When there was land, I spotted it. I got so excited, but yeah, there's a dolphin helping me. And I was like, hey, I have this saddle from the ancient city. I mean, the end city. Why can't I ride the Nautilus? Accidentally hitting the Nautilus, it actually starts attacking me and almost killing me. Yeah, overreacted. The Nautilus gets mad. But yeah, I guess you can't ride it if it's not tamed. And going over to this tree, I need it to be oak because that's just classic. And I was so close to completing my goal after 2 hours. But it's only 25 minutes to you. And I just wanted to lay out all the blocks of the 3 dimensions here. Yeah, I know I shouldn't have done this part, but symbolism, okay? There it is. End nether overworld. And now finally, broke the tree. I have my first oak. And finally I can craft a crafting table after all this time. That was like the last thing I did. Now, after this whole episode of waiting, I can finally craft a helmet to replace that one that I broke. And there I have it. Diamond Elytra. I did it. That is all. Kill die when him is by. Thanks for watching.